Good morning, how are you guys? I hope you're well.
Spending all day watching paint dry on the wall.
This is Jack, Ollie and Emily. We've got the last bits of larch and the sunflower is finally in full bloom. You're gonna have to give me a minute here. Oh my gosh, look how tall the other one is. Oh, it's just absolutely, it's in perfection as well. I mean, you couldn't get a better sunflower than that. That is absolutely minty fresh. This is absolutely gargantuan. He's almost there. Yeah, look at that guy as well. They've all gone mental. The sweet corn is beginning to bud as well, look. Can you see the corns in here?
Each of those filaments go to each individual corn.
Wow,
And
okay.
When it goes dead.
Like that?
Yeah.
Is that about 10 feet?
About that, yeah.
That is mad. You're not gonna believe this courgette. Look at that courgette. It's like some alien species. It's absolutely massive. It's 3 times the size of my hand. There's another one in there that's a normal kind of chunk, like that one's a chunker, but this one is an alien species. Okay, good, there's still good things happening. Coming back here, I've realised this is the first time I've been away from the woods for 10 days for ages. I don't know when else I've missed it, which is why I think all the changes seem so dramatic to me. Just picked up a by hand letter in the fountain. Perry and Mike, who live down the road that let me do my washing at their house, in a true classic artistic form, have done a wonderful thank you letter for inviting them to the open hut day. It really was an amazing day. It was the network effect. I didn't provide an amazing event. I opened a space and people brought their talents, which actually I was really nervous about whether it would work or not before it happened, but it did work. Right, before we get on with work, I'll come to show people the hut. And look at this amazing pillow that Honey made. Well, in fact, if I stand back here, you can see the amazing array of pillows. If you remember a number of videos ago when we first upholstered this hut, I'll put the link in below. Honey talked about doing a deer pillow and she finally brought it back the other day, so I really appreciate that. Got a little mattress topper, which these things are like quite cheap and they're very thin. It makes sense not to waste the space with a full thickness mattress, but you want it to be comfy still, so that just about fits. Jack's pretty well tooled up. Josh has arrived.
Hey man.
No hair, it's all gone. It's all gone. He's in the van full time now, 7 weeks. Looks like he's doing well. This week I got contacted by some boat life people and I'm gonna go and visit them at some point when they're on a barge near me. But it made me think, what if I could get a trailer for the huts that floated, put it up on a trailer and then float the trailer into the water and live on the water for a while. That might be the way to make sure I'm double versatile. So if any of you know anything about floating trailers, about how to make huts amphibious, then let me know, because it might just be a bit of a pipe dream, but I really like the idea. We're trying to finish off a few of these insides, like the ply boards going in here, finish off the windows, put the larch on the outside, and there's some little bits that finishing touches like larch up the top here that we need to do. Jess Arley handmade in Dorset. Thank you so much. That fits so well with the new hut. I love it.
It's just the right colour, isn't it?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Is this just a summer storm? Well, how long can we weather this for? Is this just a summer storm? How long can we weather this for?
How's the sheet now that it got wet?
What we'll do is we'll just run a knife down where they
Bubbled.
bulge.
Yeah.
Run a knife down it and then just get some wood glue and we'll just glue them flat again.
Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, I stupidly left these planks of wood out. New ply sheets, and they're not waterproof, so it's not been great for them, but they'll be all right. We've got to cut these pieces down a bit, so we screwed a guide into the other one, and we're going to do a hand-cranked sawmill. This is the first attempt at this, I don't know if it will work. We'll try. Okay.
How long can I postpone this for? A month, a year, or more?
Okay. Hey, I think it's worked. Look, because now we've got our offcut on this side, and this bit should fit nicely up there. Good work. It's not like perfect straight, but it's pretty good. It's nice to be actually completing these tasks now, because I've always needed that extra waney bit at the top and those bits there, but they are now done. You can tell the bits that come off the same tree because they follow the exact same curve. Josh practicing his ballet on his tippy toes. Yeah.
Is this just a summer storm?
Yeah.
How far can
We are working on our first repair. If you can see this crack in the glass. I'm not actually sure whether that was there before we put it in or not, but one of the good things about building huts with very little skill is that when stuff goes wrong, you don't have to call anyone, you just get a new window and put it in yourself. Hopefully it fits. A new window, delicately put in. We need to do a bit of packing because it's slightly different size, but if you see here, actually still packed and covered, you wouldn't know the difference. It's good to leave a good margin so that if you have to replace it with a different kind of window, you're not screwing yourself. I guess, what was it that I said again?
A noob like you.
Oh yeah, noobs like me, that's it. This is the practical example of what I've been thinking about in terms of noobs like me being able to actually be empowered to look after my own life, my own hut. Because I never would have been able to do this kind of thing with any other level of complexity. Let's make a good team actually, Trojaning away. Looking good, boys. I'm gonna get the lunch started. I'll get the fire going. I have one little structure going, the first one that gets you going, and then whilst V1 of the fire is kind of going along, I kind of build an outer structure, which is V2, which you don't do anything on to begin with, but then it gets to a point where you can't go any further. You need something more sturdy to make the foundation, and so soon the two will merge and you'll see it will become one big fire. It's kind of like what's going on with Corcovado at large. Finishing off V1, trying to do that well, but also the beginning of V2. Often a TP is the easiest way to start it, but if you keep on building with a TP, all you do is end up burning the tops of the bits of wood. When you go to V2 structure, like a lattice, you start getting a much more even burn. I might be just talking to myself here. I might have lost it here. I might be the only one that cares about how to build a fire. But I do love it. It's interesting to see how the piano holds up to the rain and the moistness and the heat. But so far, it's still just about in tune, bit honky-tonk. But this is so epic when you see the fire going, the rain coming down. I'm glad I've had a chance to play it whilst in the autumnal season, not just in the summer one. Jack's bought some goodies for lunch. Oi, yes! Oi, that is bright colours. What have we got here then?
So we got yellow courgette.
Yellow courgette?
We've got purple kale.
Purple kale. Mate, I'm just repeating everything you're saying, but it's so exciting.
Purple sweet corn.
What? Are you just putting food dye on these things?
No, this is all natural. It's where the filaments haven't gone to the corn yet. There's only some bits that are ready, but...
So did you watch that Dazzled by Diversity video?
Yeah. All my seeds I've got from realseeds.com.
Okay.
And,
realseeds.com.
Yeah, they are like no GMO. They're so like pure. They've saved the seeds for like years and years and years. Where this, they encourage you to save the seeds so you carry on that generation of seeds.
Oh, wow.
So that's what I'm trying to do. This is my like second year of growing stuff since learning a lot in like Australia and Costa Rica.
I'm loving that you're in the Audi as well. I think the classic thing for me is that, you know, obviously I'm not been trying to be Bear Grylls. I'm not a survivalist. I'm not trying to go back to 100 years ago solely. And so it's nice when I meet other people that have got the bag full of goodies, but still coming in an Audi. That's
it's a transition.
Exactly. I think it's time to bring up the mother of all courgettes. I think we're gonna slice that guy up today. It looks like it's already well overdue. So this, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wait, swap over. Literally, this is the biggest courgette I've ever seen in my life. This is gonna feed a family. I'm so chuffed, I'm like a proud father, look. He's solid as well. If I clubbed you with this, it would be over. All right, let's have it. Let's go do lunch. This is an old bed that Ali used to cook all the food on for the open hut day. We then converted it with 2 pallets into this sort of cooking table. Once you've created the fire, that'll do. We now have a nice bit of heat and we can start cooking on it.
Is this just a summer storm? Or how long can we weather this for? Is this just a summer storm? And how long can we weather this for? How long can I postpone this for? A month, a year, maybe more. Oh, is this just a summer storm? Well, how long can we weather this for? Raincoat with a hood out into the weather. I'm gone for good, I'm gone for good. Clasp hands, close eyes for a minute. Hoping for a miracle, hoping for a miracle.
Oh, this kitchen is suiting Jack, I must say. Have you got any socials, mate?
Yeah, Jack Patch.
Go on his Instagram, Jax_patch, and I'm sure you can see some more.
Raincoat with a hood out into the weather. I'm gone for good, I'm gone.
So we're trying to think about how to cut this courgette. I'm thinking, given that it is a work party day, Jack had the idea that maybe I should try and jigsaw it. There we go. First cut done. Just to put it in context as to how big this courgette is, that's the size of a normal courgette. Although yellow's not normal courgette, but oh my gosh, it's just huge. Just these two slices is probably more than we can handle. Look at that, smoking away. Ooh, found some tortillas. So now we're cooking with gas, as they say, but we're not because there's no fossil fuels in it.
Hoping for a miracle, hoping for a miracle.
I'm having the first go on the mega courge. Or what do they call it in America? Zucchini. The uber zucchini.
The Aussies call that Pepper's capsicum.
That's tasty. That is. I thought it might just taste like water because it's so big.
Yeah.
But it still tastes very sweet. You guys should have a go. Oh, beauty, mate.
We have everything we could ever want, and we take it for granted every day of the week. You go to somewhere like Thailand, they have absolutely nothing, and they're 10 times happier than we will ever be, mate. Yeah. It's insane.
Hearing these guys talk about their travel stories just reminded me that I wrote an article this week on Medium, and it's called "This Is For You." You know, I really wanted to write down who is this Corcovado thing for, this new world, this idea of a global country. Who is it that's responsible to be thinking about and engaging with this kind of thing? And basically, it's you guys. It's me. It's people who are doing the internet thing, who learn from it, who engage with it, who connect with people around the world because of it, whose worldview and opportunities have changed because of its existence. We're the ones that are responsible for building the appropriate governance around it and making sure that it's used at the most base level of how we organise society, not just on the privileged, frilly end of stuff. Also realise that this is the 8th last vlog of season 1, which may be the only season. We don't know. I genuinely don't know. I would tell you if I knew. I hope it's not, but it might be. I've settled on the fact that the tour is going to be in November of the film, with a glass of wine, hopefully some special guests, and then a Q&A with you guys, and really have a discussion about on-off-grid living, about the future, about what we do with the opportunities that we have, and just connect with like-minded people. But this is where you guys come in. I want to go on a clockwise tour, starting in Sussex, near Brighton, up round the UK, finishing back in London. I've got a few friends with coffee shops in Brighton, in Surrey, in London, that we're going to do stuff in, as well as some common rooms. So UCL in London will do one in. So this tour is going to be a common room and coffee shop tour. It's where I feel the modern conversation happens, and it's where I want to talk with you guys about Corcovado. Also means that it's scalable. We can go anywhere where there's good coffee, keeps the costs low, keeps it local. I feel like it's the right thing. So if you have access to a local coffee shop that's really cool, or a common room that you can get hold of, email trey@corcovar.do and offer it up, and then we'll give you some dates that we think might work so that we're not bouncing all over the place, going aimlessly. But I want to come and see you guys where you are. If you can help find a coffee shop or common room, even if you're not in control of it, why don't you send us the link for somewhere that you think would be cool? But if you are in control, or can email the person or link us to the person, then let us know. We're happy to cover basic costs of the staff that's required to host the evening. We can't pay loads and loads of money for venue hire. Cool little coffee shops, common rooms at your university. You bring that, I'll bring the movie gear, and we'll have a great night together. Whether there's 3 of us, or 30, or 300, although there's probably not room for 300, it will be a good time. So, Yeah, let me know. I look forward to hearing what you've got to say about it.
Raincoat with a hood, out into the weather. I'm gone for good, I'm gone for good. Clasp hands, close eyes for a minute, hoping for a miracle, hoping for a miracle. Ooh, is this just a summer storm?
We are literally using all the little odds and sods now to get this finished. So Emily pointed out that these were too long, and that if you can see at the other end of the hut, the end bits cap, should we say, the long side. So we need to get this to come over here, which is a good point. It makes it look a lot tidier than being able to see all the way down through the gap in the hut. 3 big ones, and then lots of little guys down the sides, I think.
Well, how long can we weather this for? Is this just a summer storm? How long can we weather this for?
If you remember when I went on the Host Unusual tour, we saw this whole hut that was covered in tiles, cedar tiles. These are basically going to be larch tiles that cover all the gaps in the windows. We think we've done it roughly right. Could look pretty good in the end. Yep. That is it. That is officially the end of the walls. Yes, mate. That has been a slog and a half. I mean, I got to polyfiller them and paint them and all that kind of stuff, but that is the end. There is now walls.
A lot of fillers.
Walls, sausages. I just dropped Emily off down at the pub, got picked up by her dad, and I'm about to rejoin the lads. But just before I do, I want to say that Emily came up with good ideas that I hadn't seen on the hut before. She was drilling, jigsawing, running around, getting stuff sorted, no complaints. Probably one of the best workers I've had in the woods so far. Totally loved the day. And she said that she only came because she saw in the last work party a few girls who had come and started joining in. Just be encouraged, whoever you are, if you like being outdoors, if you like learning skills, doing stuff with your hands, then get involved. Don't wait for permission, just start doing what it is that you love. And now we're going to silicon in the windows. Why do we silicon in the windows, Josh? I don't really know, to be honest.
Because at the moment, you've just got wood, and then the window sitting in the wood, so any water will come down off here.
Yeah.
And then it will use the window as a waterway, so it will find its way behind it and then all of this inner wood will just get damp and rot out.
You don't want dot scrotum.
Technically, then you made a trait of this wood as well, but
yeah.
And then literally just run a bead of silicone.
I've got the royal bead, mate. Do you know what the royal bead means to me?
No.
It means I've got my sweat on.
Alright.
And we say, oh, I've got the absolute chronic bead. Is that not going to make it look dirty?
No, because
we got the framing.
You've got the framing, haven't you? That's why I'm just going right on the edge.
No, you've got the royal bead in. Oh yeah, that is sexy.
Keep beading in love.
Keep beating in love. Keep beating. Shit.
Dave, mate, I think you've been framed.
But it'll do.
Goodbye.
How long can I postpone this for? A month, a year, maybe more. Oh, is this just a summer storm?
So we're thinking for that window, Josh is suggesting that we do one little window there, one little window there. Thanks, Josh. Oh, right, you're drawing. Yeah.
You'd want to put, obviously this would be covered up from the flue anyway. But.
Yeah, covered up by the flue, come up, wee, and then go through that hole. But maybe a bit of metal in the middle here. But turns out that maybe Jack's dad might know a thing or two about stainless steel, so we might be able to figure that. Today was lovely. It was a slow trundle of a day, but we finished off some important jobs, which never feels, you know, like the biggest progress. But look, that is now finished. Bang. The windows. We know how to silicon. We know what we're doing with the little larch tiles. So like I said, this is 8th vlog to go. If you know a common room or a coffee shop, please do get in touch. And I will see you guys next Thursday, 9 PM. Take care of yourselves and look after each other.
Well, how long can we weather this for?